Welcome back to a special edition of the BCCPOD. This is where we're sitting down with some of the members of staff and talking about the future of Bethany as we're in annual report and AGM season. Our whole theme for this year is tuning in, and it's about looking ahead and looking to what God has for our community and where he's calling us to. So today we are sitting down with Kathleen Peirce. She is our director of operations. So she oversees a lot of the back end work and a lot of the people who do a lot of the back end work. So thanks for joining me today, hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
Do you want to talk just a little, maybe give yourself a little introduction and talk about kind of what you do around here? Kathleen also does kind of like everything around here, but what's on your job description?
I help out where I can.
Wow.
I try to make other people's lives easy. So as the director of operations, I oversee a team of individuals that, as you said, kind of do the back end stuff, bookkeeping, rentals, IT, custodian. My main role is overseeing the finances and the facilities, and I help out the lead pastor in terms of being on the leadership team with HR and other business-related issues.
Yeah. So our first question for you today is, where have you seen God active in the past year and kind of your kind of spheres of influence here?
Sure. So being on staff, I regularly get to hear a lot of amazing stories about where God is moving in our church. In fact, every Tuesday, the staff gathers and we share ways that God has been active in our own lives and where we've seen him active in those that we serve in our ministries. So I actually get asked this question on a weekly basis, and it's a great spiritual practice to start seeing God in the big and the small things. So I would say that there are so many people in our church this last year who have met Jesus. We've had people who have started attending church for the first time. They've been baptized. They've started serving others as volunteers, and they've really embraced what it is to be a follower of Jesus. So that's one way I've seen God moving. I also know that a lot of people have struggles. They have losses. So people in our congregation have struggled with sickness, financial difficulties, the passing of loved ones. And I've witnessed our church family providing comfort, support, and friendship to everyone in need. So God working through each and every one of us that lends a helping hand and offers a listening ear to those who are struggling. And I would say that the most impactful moment of this past year, where I felt the presence of God and I knew that he had great things in store for the future, was witnessing the baptisms of youth and young adults at Camp Mishua. It was amazing to see them declare their faith, and especially impactful for me and my family, as my eldest daughter is friends with two of the teens that were baptized. And I thank God every day that she has found a group of friends here at Bethany that can walk alongside her own journey of being a disciple of Christ.
Yeah. It's so cool when you get to see that sort of like multiplying discipleship happening in real time.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, actually, like my daughter's being impacted by the choices of her friends, which were impacted by, right? Like it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and she talked to me about how they had conversations throughout the week about it, and they were getting all excited about the baptisms, and
that's awesome.
Yeah.
It is cool. I think like we work together on the quarterly financial updates here, and it's just very cool to see. Like I think we get a bit of a front row seat sometimes to all of the impact and all the tangible stuff, and it really is incredible how much is going on around here and how much impact is taking place all the time through benevolence, through ministry programs, but through small ways and anecdotal stories like that too, that just kind of remind you, oh yeah, like this is what we're here for. And
for sure, like those quarterly reports, they give a few highlights of what happened in the last quarter, but you and I get to see all of the highlights, and we get to kind of refine and pick what we want to highlight in that particular
we see all the
report.
highlights that don't neatly fit into a box
well,
in the graphic.
On the website. So you and I get to kind of amass all of that information and and it's really inspiring.
Yeah. I mentioned this before, but your work in operations has a lot to do with kind of the behind the scenes stuff that people might not ever see, like keeping our building running and HVAC units working, and a lot of the financial stuff on the back end. With that kind of lens that you have, what do you hope to see for Bethany and for our community over the next 5 years?
Yeah, so
Just
I
a really
know
small question for you.
I know Bethany is and always has been an outward focused church. And our main goal is to serve our community. So we're always trying to assess the needs of the community and doing what we can to provide additional services that are needed. I would say in the next 5 years, I hope to see that our day camp ministries continue to touch the lives of hundreds of children and provide much needed safe and affordable childcare to families in our community. I hope to see our support and recovery ministries grow and help transform lives of children and adults. I hope that through our Accelerate Bible College, we will inspire people to become pastors and commission pastors out into the world. I really believe God has wonderful plans for Bethany, and personally, I want to be constantly helping to discern what is that path? What does that path forward look like? So I hope that those plans will help to inspire people to give, serve, and join. Without people giving, serving, or joining, we wouldn't be able to make any of these plans come true. And so we need everyone to help us achieve our mission of changing the world starting here in Niagara.
Yeah, our whole theme for this kind of AGM season and for this Vision magazine is tuning in, right? The idea of like trying to tune into the Spirit about where we feel like they're calling us to go as a church. And a lot of that, when we think about vision or where we want to go, right, there are lots of steps to get there, right? So even when you talk about being like an outward focused church and serving our community, there were a lot of steps to get to the place we are today, and having that be a reality for us as a community and to be able to meet those needs like we do. So what are some of the things kind of on your end you see that we're doing to lay the groundwork for the future that we want to see?
Sure. So the first thing when I think about the future is our younger generation. They are our future. And Bethany especially is committed to investing in our children, our youth, and our young adults.
Huge, yeah.
Not only through weekly programs where they learn about God and they make friends, but also through mentorship and investing in their leadership potential. So I think Bethany offers countless opportunities for children and youth to serve, gain confidence, leadership skills, and they have a team of adults that come around them and mentor them. So I think that their future is bright and our future is bright because of them, because we place a priority of them in our lives.
Yeah. What does it mean to you as a mom to be a part of a community that's investing in the next generation?
It means everything. Like personally, my future is in my kids and my grandkids and what my family makeup is going to be. So if we can train our kids up well, then we can have hope for that future. And 2 of my kids have had the opportunity to serve here at Bethany, and they love it. And they've been in the kids musical, which gives them confidence, and not only confidence to stand up in front of other people for speaking sake, but also for spreading the gospel. And it, warms my heart that I'm not in it alone. It's not just on my shoulders to make sure that they have a bright future, but I have this whole team of staff and volunteers that pour into their lives every single week, show them God's love, and it's a whole community that's believes in the same thing as me.
Yeah, there's something I think uniquely beautiful about the idea of that, basically just that village, right? Of where like you're not in it alone, and there are other people that are investing in your kids that are also that are invested in your kids' future as well, right? And when we talk about investment and kind of investing in the next gen, or kind of where we place our investments, You mentioned earlier about just Accelerate and that kind of coming along. Do you want to share a little bit more about that?
Sure. That was another thing that I thought of when you asked about our future. One thing that Bethany has realized is that there is a shortage of pastors, and that shortage is not going to just resolve itself. We can't sit by passively and expect it to get better. So for years, we've been trying to develop individuals to be more pastoral. We've been training them how to be home church leaders, support and care ministry leaders. We've given them opportunities to have leadership roles, like a deacon that will call and pray for you or visit you when you're sick. And just to bring it up a notch, this last year, Bethany launched the Accelerate College Bible College program. And we have 4 students that are well on their way towards graduation.
Yeah.
That's 4 more pastors that we're going to be able to commission out into the world so that they can make an impact. And so the future looks even brighter today than it did 12 months ago when we started this program. And they're well on their way to making an impact, and I can only hope that more people will sign up for the program.
Yeah.
And that's one way that we as Bethany can give our knowledge, our wisdom to the next generation so that they can take the torch and run with it.
Yeah. Also, if you're listening and you are not in a place to dive fully into Bible college but would like to learn more, you should check out the audit courses that are available because they are very cost effective and they're pretty great. Just a little plug for Accelerate. So the last question that I have for you is what keeps you invested in this work and our community? Kind of what keeps you coming back?
Okay. Well, first of all, I think we all want to find purpose in life, and we all want to feel like we're making a difference. So I feel like I have a unique set of skills in terms of administration and finance. And so working at the church helps me to feel like I'm using my gift and abilities to further the kingdom of God. And I feel really great about that. And so that's my first reason why I'm invested here in this community. Secondly, my coworkers, they inspire me to greater sacrifice, bigger dreams.
All the other ones.
Just my coworkers definitely keep me invested. When they put in 100%, I want to put in 100%.
Right.
And thirdly, I'm invested at Bethany because I know it will have a positive impact on my family, my friends, and my wider community. I believe in what we're doing here, and I believe that it is affecting all of Niagara, and this is where I live. So, of course, I want Niagara to be positively impacted.
I think that is a great spot to conclude. Thanks again for sitting down with me and kind of chatting through some things about the next year and kind of what's coming up for Bethany. If you're listening and you have not already, make sure to go check out the AGM report and the details about the AGM coming up at the end of the month in the description of this podcast, as well as make sure to sign up to come hang out on the AGM day. It's going to be a good day. And we will see you on the next one.